Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome to World of Warcraft Vanilla Classic, the Bloodsail Buccaneers server, and the beginning of a new hardcore run. This time, guys, we are going Horde side, and we are going on a Druid. This won the popular vote between the hardcore classes. We'll talk more about that in a moment. The add-ons we're going with, we obviously have the hardcore add-on installed. We're going with immersion to change our text boxes into dialogue boxes. We're trying out VoiceOver. A lot of you guys have been recommending this one to me, so we will check it out a little bit more. We tried to check it out on the Hunter, didn't get to it. So, let's just get right in, shall we? Thank you guys for clicking on the video, being here with me. I really do appreciate you.
Once a nomadic people, the Tauren roamed the endless plains of the Barrens, hunting the mighty Kodo. Scattered across the land, the wandering tribes were united only by their common hatred for their sworn enemy, the marauding Centaur. Seeking aid against the Centaur, the great chieftain Cairn Bloodhoof befriended the savage orcs who had recently journeyed to Kalimdor. With the orcs' help, Cairn and his tribe were able to drive back the Centaur and claim the grasslands of Mulgore for their own. Upon the windswept mesa of Thunder Bluff, Cairn built a refuge for his people. Over time, the scattered tribes united under a single banner. Though the noble Tauren are peaceful in nature, the rites of the Great Hunt are venerated as the heart of their spiritual culture. As a tribesman of Mulgore, you must test your skills in the wild and prove yourself in the Great Hunt.
Okay, we are in. Let us begin our journey. A couple of things to do here before we get going. Going to unlock the window. We're going to shrink this down, and then we're going to make our immersion mode tab. The immersion mode tab is going to make sure that we don't get bothered by the scrolling of either general or guild. Let's go ahead and set that up. So all we're going to see here, we're going to get rid of all this stuff. Farewell. All we want to see here, we're going to see experience gains, item loot, skill ups for professions, and any errors that come up. We'll also see anything that NPCs whisper, say, or emote. And that should be good. Everything else is in the place that we need it to be. Let's turn on some additional action bars and do some other housekeeping like auto loot. Alright, we got those going. And I think we want to look at sound settings here. I do need to turn the music back up for you guys. That sounds about right. Okay. So we're playing with the VoiceOver add-on for the first time, which seems like an AI-generated voice, but it's actually done really well. We'll check it out here today, and I want you guys to let me know how you feel about it. And it's not working, because of course it's not working. Why would it be working? Let's have a look. Huh. It's over here. Let's take a look at our settings. Do we need the gossip stuff to play? I'm going to turn the gossip stuff off. Show background, what hovered over. And attach it to dialogue. Okay, so maybe with that I have to go back in here. And we have to turn dialogue on.
Hail.
Okay. Yeah, see, it's still not playing it. Okay, I'll look into this a little bit more, and we will hopefully get it working for the future. It just doesn't seem to want to work right now. I'm not sure what else I would do here to get this to pop up, but I'll play with it and we'll see.
Ancestors watch over.
In the meantime, I will take over the reading of the quest, thank you very much. You have a promising air about you and will prove yourself to the tribe. Perhaps someday soon you will be welcomed into the great city of Thunderbluff. But before that can happen, you must prove yourself to my father, Chief Hawkwind. Up here on Red Cloud Mesa, we pride ourselves on keen hunting skills. Tauren hunt out of necessity and for sport. Our supply of meats has run low and we require feathers for clothing. Hunt to the nearby plainstriders and prove yourself by resupplying the village. Okay, let's take a look. We have our auto attack and we have Wrath. This costs 20 mana. It's a 1.5 second cast that causes 12 to 14 nature damage. And we start with a heal, which is pretty awesome. Alright, let's track our quest here. Yeah, see, you could play it from here too, but the audio just isn't working. I will check for an update. I will check for an update later today. Let's head to the south here and see if we can find our plainstriders. We'll probably want to start at our maximum range here, which is 30 yards in this case. So when I did the poll, this is the class you guys, or most of you guys, gravitated towards. Obviously, a lot of people wanted Shaman, Warrior was up there. Also, a lot of you guys voted for a Vanilla Classic Immersive run, where we are not playing on hardcore, where we, you know, once we die, we can just keep playing. And so I am really interested in that. I wanted to kind of talk a little bit more about it to those of you who are also interested. I think I would do that on the Mankrik Classic Era server. There's a Mankrik Wrath of the Lich King server. There's also a Mankrik for Classic Era, and it's tied into some other realms. It's actually one of the highest populated Classic Era realms in the States. And I logged onto Alliance side yesterday afternoon, and there were like 15 or 20 people in the starting zone, so it seems like it is actually pretty active, even for a place for people to level characters that are not hardcore characters but want to play in the Classic Era. And yeah, so that's where I think I would do it. I think if I'm going to do an immersive vanilla run where we don't delete the character if we die, then I would probably do that on Alliance side on Mankrik Classic Era realm. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a human warrior. I think I want to do a human warrior. I want to do a warrior in Classic Era, and I want it to live. So I think the best way to do that would be to have that character be in the immersive run. Yeah, I think we could do that, and that'd be a different experience. And it seemed like a high percentage of you guys seem interested in that. And I don't know if it's one of those situations where it's like you think you do but you don't type of thing. But I'm willing to find out together. So I think I'm going to start that up soon. For those of you who were interested in that, I'm going to start that up soon. The Druid in hardcore is going to be interesting because it does have a lot of survivability, but at the same time, it can be a challenge to play at low levels. Is anybody playing in Mulgore today? Not so much, no. Probably not a chance of getting invited to the hardcore guild until we are actually out in Durator. But yeah, I do want to try the immersive vanilla run because also we'll get to do some dungeons and stuff like that. Nothing's going to replace hardcore. Hardcore is always going to be its own special thing. And there's always going to be a certain level of attachment and thrill involved in a hardcore run that simply doesn't exist anywhere else. Okay, we are 7 out of 7 on everything here, but would probably be okay if we fought a few more things on the way back, especially just to spend our mana. If we have mana, we should be using it. What I'm noticing a lot is so many resist so early. Things seem to have like just a high base resistance to nature damage. We have a really high mana regen. Obviously that's not going to last forever, but let's take advantage of it while it does last by taking on some extra enemies for the kill XP. Let's sell our inventory.
May the eternal sun shine upon you. What brings you here?
Providing meat and feathers to the tribe is the first step in proving yourself as a hunter before the chief. The Tauren of Narash, thank you, Rambles. You show much promise. I'll take the belt. Verdant Note is going to take us over to our class trainer. And the hunt continues. A Tauren skilled in the ways of the hunt knows that his prey is not for mere trophy. The beasts of the plains provide us with the means of survival. You will make quite an impression on the elders if you can bring back some highly valued mountain cougar pelts. You can find these beasts lurking in the hills to the south. Our children need clothing and our tents need mending. You've arrived. This is good. Our ancestors' spirits have become restless throughout Mulgar and beyond, but I cannot tell why. It will forever be our duty to learn and listen to nature's spirits and act as their avatar. Be mindful of that. Okay. Let's grab Mark of the Wild. That's going to be a buff. It's going to increase our armor by 25 for 30 minutes. It's one of those long buffs that I like. I like the ones that can help us tell how much time has passed. 30 minutes is a good marker. And that's it for now. I see we're still down here. We're still down here talking. Mute NPCs. Maybe I take that off. Let's try again.
The winds guide you.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
Those are the built-in voices, I think. Okay, yeah, we'll figure it out later. Clearly there's something that I don't understand. I had the add-on working on the hunter for like a brief minute before the hunter died. It's good times. What are we doing exactly? The hunt continues. Mountain cougar pelts? Is that all there is? No. There's a quest back here. Haven't rolled a Tauren in vanilla for a while, but I'm pretty familiar with the quest. I knew we were missing something.
All members of the tribe share in the harmony of life.
Oh.
We live together and work together. Our commitment to one another carries with it a high degree of responsibility. I ask of you now a humble task. My mother set out this morning to fetch water from the well to the southeast of Naracha. It has been quite some time now. Perhaps you could check on her for me while I attend to tribal matters here.
Well, there's the add-on working. I don't know what caused it to work exactly. It seems a little quiet, maybe because the music is up really high, and there we go. That should be a little bit better. Okay. Well, again, not really certain what is causing it to work, but we got a little taste of it there.
Well met. Farewell.
And if we go into the log...
A Tauren skilled in the ways of the hunt knows that his prey is not for mere trophy. The beasts of the plains provide us with a means of survival. You will make quite an impression on the elders if you can bring back some highly valued mountain cougar pelts. You can find the beasts lurking in the hills to the south. Our children need clothing and our tents need mending.
So that's what it sounds like. It is some kind of AI created voice, but I feel like some work is done to it after the fact. I haven't put a lot of research into it, obviously, but it's obviously not like the standard AI voices that you'd hear for like the Windows voices. Something more has been done to it, and I think that it sounds pretty freaking good. That's my opinion. Now, typically I'd read all the quests, so if this takes that job away, if this is a replacement for me reading all the quests, then... I mean, I like reading, but, you know, I've read most of these quests in the game. By now, we've read most of them, at least once. So if we can let that roll, and then those of you guys who have not gotten to hear all the quest dialogue from previous playthroughs, you guys can get to hear it with the voiceover. That would be pretty cool. Very helpful for getting us more immersed, if we can just let those roll. Now we are going to the south. We need to find the grandmother. Oh, she's over here to the east, actually.
You traveled all this way just to help an old woman? My, aren't you a keeper?
Now, I need to set it up so that they don't do that initial built-in little bit. Like, when we click on them, they say those things.
Walk.
And I thought the way to... I thought the way to stop that was to go in here and turn off dialogue. Maybe if I do that... Does that mean I need to assign VoiceOver to a different channel? I think so. Let's try that. Let's try... What if I go here and I tell it to assign to music? Still no. Okay. Mute NPCs. Well, you'd think it would be this option here. You'd think that would be it, right? It's not it. Oof. Guys, I'm baffled about it. It was working for a second. You guys heard it. If anybody can see what I'm doing wrong and can give me some configuration tips, I'd really love to use this add-on. It just... At the point we're at with it, it's a little bit too much of a hassle for me. So I'm sure there's just something really simple that I don't know. And if you guys know, let me know. And perhaps we can get it going more permanently and figure something out, because I would really like to use it. I just can't have it be something I have to constantly fiddle with. And I can't click on the NPCs, have them say the in-game built into, and talk over themselves, you know what I mean? So I know that they're smart enough to come up with a way to make that not happen. You'd think it would be this. That makes the most sense. So strange. Are we going the right way? Possibly. I think we had to go down to the south. Did we talk to her, but then we didn't grab the mug, right? Yeah, we have to grab... We actually have to grab something from the well, and I didn't do it. So, we'll have to circle back for that, feels like. That's the funny thing about add-ons, is I like the idea of add-ons sometimes. I avoided them for a long time in my career. I do see how useful they can be to improve the game. And change it a little bit, make it a little bit better. And then I see how they're able to do that, but sometimes they cause so many problems. I got our hardcore rogue killed by fiddling with an add-on, a couple different add-ons. And so, yeah, I would like for this one to work, but it's already a distraction for me. And you don't really want distractions in a hardcore run. If we can't get it working now, maybe it'll be something to explore more in the immersive run. I feel like there's a quest up there if we do things in the actual correct order. Pretty sure there's a quest up there. So I'm gonna go back to the well. We're gonna get the mug or whatever it is and turn the water in back in town and see if we get another quest. Maybe it's a level 3 thing. Maybe we have to ding level 3, which we should do here momentarily. And for this playthrough, guys, we're going to be doing leatherworking and skinning. I'm not going to be doing any side professions like cooking or fishing or anything like that. I'm going to focus my efforts where they're going to have the most yield for the time. And since I haven't, you know, the thing is, if we were at a point where I was consistently getting characters into the 30s, at least, then I wouldn't mind working on that stuff. So far, the priest was our highest level character. And he died at like level 25. He lasted for quite a long time, and we just haven't been able to break the 30 threshold. So until we do that, I'm not going to spend the time to work on those side professions. I know that they could help us live, but if you look at what's killing me, it's my own inattentiveness 90% of the time. Or it's like bad planning. Now, that being said, when the hunter got killed, that was just the leash. You know, I guess I could have set my pet around and had him stay in place and fight. I just didn't expect the Frost Novas to reset the leash, so again, that's a me thing. No amount of food buff or fishing was ever going to help with that, you know what I mean? It was never going to help. Yeah, see, this is, Robert, you said you were going to stop messing with it. I know, I just want it to work, though. Do a reload UI. Still not going. Rambles, I've heard of you, newcomer. Perhaps it is you that will help us where others have failed. We Tauren have carved a home out of this land, but not without a cost. The bristleback quillboars of Brambleblade Ravine, led by Chief Sharptusk Thornmantle, have made our lives difficult with their continued war against us. I charge you to bring me the chief's head. He will be found in the ravine to the east, in their makeshift village. Why would it have worked the one time, guys, and not work the next time? what changed, you know? What changed? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh man, so weird.
How may I aid you?
A Tauren skilled...
Okay, so that's it. That's what it is. So if you check this button, mute NPCs while VoiceOver is playing, it doesn't just mute them. It mutes everything. It mutes everything. You'd think it would just mute their little flavor text. That's not what it does. Huh.
I've been expecting you.
Okay, well, we'll see how this goes.
Farewell.
Let's try to turn this one in.
What brings you here?
And now he's not talking.
You carried this pitcher back at the Great Mother's bidding,
There we go.
Your willingness to help others and provide for the Tauren of Camp Narachi leads me to believe you would make the tribe proud in Thunderbluff someday. Your willingness to perform a humble task for the Tauren of Narach and your eagerness to learn are noble traits, adventurer. I believe one day you will be heralded in Thunderbluff as the adventurer of greatness. Before that, you must embark on the rites of the Earth Mother, of which there are 3. The first test is the Rite of Strength. Travel to Seer Greytongue and tell him Chief Hawkwind has sent you. You will find the Seer's abode directly to the south of Camp Narachi, tucked away in the hills.
Okay.
We shall meet again.
I feel like we could make this better. Let's... Can I disable from here? Someone told me I did not have to log out to disable my add-ons because it wasn't 2005 anymore. But that being said, I don't know where I would do that at. So I'm gonna log out and turn it off the old. I'm gonna turn off immersion. Since they're reading it to us and I'm not reading it, kind of the point of immersion is to have it broken up into that easily digestible text box so that it's easily read. But if they're going to read it to us, if we get that working, then we can just leave the regular text boxes up. So, because I think our screen is just getting kind of cluttered. I think things will be better if we If we're going to be using VoiceOver, let's do this. Okay. Okay, so right to the Earth Mother, we have to go to that hill that was down by the Cougars. So let's head that way. We'll do that stuff before we worry about taking out any of the Quillboar. Oh, actually, we don't even have the... We don't have the Quillboar kill quest. Is that because we're not level 4 yet, or is it because I did not poke my head into these tents? Yeah, there's a Quillboar kill quest. And we don't have access to it yet, so... Alright, let's head out to the south. We'll do the stuff down here, then we'll have to come back to town. Is it just me, or does my character portrait here, do I just not have eyeballs? Does my Tauren just not have eyes? You guys tell me. It looks wacky how I'm looking at it. I've never really seen anything quite like it. But maybe I'm looking at it wrong. It looks like we just have a white eyeball. And now I got distracted by that. It's probably because we're playing on a female Tauren, which I understand that nobody does, and that's part of the reason why we're doing it. And also the other reason why we're doing it is because as a druid we're never gonna really see this form a lot. We're gonna be shapeshifted. Oh, look at that! Guys, we got a brown pouch. That's lucky. I like that. It's good too because we didn't bother vendoring anything, so... Didn't bother vendoring, so we're gonna need the space.
Greetings, travel. Chief Hawkwind sent you. Embarking on the rites of the Earth Mother is no small task.
Is this in a good position here? Could this be moved?
The rites of the Earth Mother are the steps a young Tauren needs to take to gain respect in Thunderbluff. First, you must pass the Rite of Strength. In this test, you must prove your bravery by slaying enemies of the tribe. Bristlebacks of Brambleblade Ravine to the east are encroaching on our tribal lands. They ambush our hunting parties and steal from the village by dark. Show your valor by slaying these villains and return to the chief in Camp Narache with their belts as proof of your deeds. Walk with the Earth Mother.
Alright. So that was the quest, right? Yeah, that takes us back to get the belts. I still think that we should do the Cougars and then maybe go back to town to double check. I guess I'm not as familiar as I would like to be with these quests in reality. So we'll go back to town after we take these Cougars out. We'll probably need to vendor before we head over to the ravine as well, so... Definitely want to train level 4 before going into the ravine as well. I would love to have at least one more button to push, and I think we're going to get our damage over time. Moonfire? Those resist are killer. Especially when you only got the one button to push. Alright, we got 10 out of 10. Let's start making our way back. I'm probably going to fight this low-level stuff whenever I'm traveling and have mana in the hope that more bags drop. I would love 2 or 3 more bags. Preferably in a variety of pretty colors that are not dark gray. Because we've learned that the dark gray bags are cursed.
Greetings. The Tauren of Narachi, thank you for these provisions, adventurer. With your skill in the ways of the hunt, you will surely be revered in Thunderbluff someday.
Let's take the bracers.
The battle boars of Brambleblade Ravine to the east are encroaching on our tribal hunting grounds. They are trained to be malicious by the bristleback quill boars with whom we are at war. Go and slay the vile creatures and bring back some snouts and flanks so that we can make stew for our young.
Alright.
Be careful.
We need to empty the inventory, then we'll visit the trainer.
Something special?
Goodbye.
Adventurer, how may I further your training in the eyes of the Earth Mother?
Moonfire. This is going to be an instant cast spell, burns the enemy for 7 to 9 arcane damage, and then an additional 12 arcane damage over 9 seconds. And Rejuve is a heal over time, heals the target for 32 over 12 seconds. And we could afford both of them. This Thorns is going to be rank 6, and Wrath level 2 is at level 6. Let's pull these out to our bar. And we should be good to head out to the east now. We have all the quests that we need to go in here. And from what I remember, there is a quest we can find back there too. Without Questy... Well, without Questy, we'll see if I can find it. But I know it's back there somewhere, and I think I remember the way to it. We are getting into our first aggressive enemies here, so it's time to pay a little bit more attention than we have been. Okay, apparently, yeah, Moonfire is 25 mana for Moonfire. I would be better off just spamming Wrath at this point, right? So am I not doing Moonfire right now? Okay. Yeah, it kind of seems like, why would I do that? It costs more mana. We're going to be doing 12 damage as opposed to like 13. Yeah, I don't know if I can justify that. Okay, Wrath it is. We'll just Wrath, I suppose. I mean, it is instant cast, so it gets the damage going, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we be using Moonfire at all? And it ticks off really fast. It's not like it stays up for a long time. It doesn't even stay up for the whole fight. Pretty sure the additional quest is somewhere back this way. It's a quest that existed for like 18 years before I knew about it, because I didn't know about it until I was using Questy. It's not that way. Maybe it's back here. It is along a pathway, but it's a pathway that kind of leads off the main way. We're gonna have to clear to get to it, if I can even find it. Wow, that was a really unfortunate resist. Well, this is not good. Let's heal a little bit. Let's get a little heal going. We had a little power flicker here at my house just now. That's why I kind of got a little distracted. My surge protector, or my battery backup, picked up for a minute, and the internet must not have gone out though, because I stayed connected. I kept waiting to lag out. But thankfully the battery backup kept the computer powered up, because otherwise this whole file would be trashed. Yeah, I had to get this battery backup because I've been having... Sometimes the power would brown out just a little bit, but it would be enough to turn the computer off. And if the computer goes off before I hit end record, I lose everything. Which has happened a couple of times. I think the battery backup just saved me there. Alright, we were trying to make our way back here. I think that this path leading to our right... No, there... Wait. Is there a path here? There is. I don't think this is where we need to go, though. No, see, I'm looking for a cave. I have no clue where it is, I guess. I thought I knew, but I don't. I'd really rather not miss out on this quest, but I feel like that's probably going to happen without Questy. I'll keep looking around here for a little while, but it was in kind of an obscure spot. And I already got 18 years and dozens of Tauren characters without ever finding it without the help of Questy, so... Yeah, see, it wasn't here. Like, it wasn't here. I'd really rather not lose out on a quest just because I can't find it. That's one of the main reasons that I installed Questy in the first place back during Season of Mastery, was I was kind of getting tired of there being quests that I was just missing or not finding or not able to locate. So, yeah, I'm going to pop this on really quick, and we're going to see if we can find this thing. Well, it's not showing it. How freaking cool is that? So what's up with my Questy settings here? I've got some weird different colors. I guess this is just not a day for me and add-ons working. I guess add-ons are just not going to work for me. That's fine. We're going to be fine. It's okay if we miss this quest. Yeah, there's a setting just to turn... Usually Questy comes pre-configured to show the quests that are available on the map. Now it doesn't, for some reason. Now it's an option I have to configure manually. So yeah, we can see if we can find it, but... Let's see. Enable map icons. Yep, that's already done. Enable available quests. Yeah, okay. Did that already. Let's go to the map. Show Questy map buttons. Yep. Different... icon colors for each quest. I don't need that. Yeah, it's just there's one over here. Maybe this quest I'm thinking about is something I made up in my own mind. I'm willing to accept that. I'm willing to accept that perhaps you know, perhaps I did something at some point. Maybe that it was a different expansion that I found this quest, and it's not in vanilla. That could be it. I don't know. And so I'm going to turn Questy off. Also, I realized that the reason we lost power is that I have a storm that has popped up outside of my house. The weather has been just generally awful, so I've kind of just stopped even checking the weather. I just expect it to be kind of cold, kind of gray, and kind of wet forever. So, but apparently today it's kind of cold, kind of gray, kind of wet, and there's a storm. So I'm kind of hoping that I don't totally lose power here. Alright, here is the main tent where the named guy's at. Let's try to work our way to him so we can actually see about accomplishing something here today. You know what? Maybe this is the pathway I was thinking about. I remember the pathway had shamans on it. Now, I don't know why Questy wouldn't show us the quest. That's a good question, but maybe we'll go check anyway. What's the harm of running back here to check? Because, yeah, it was in this cave back here. There was a guy in the cave, and maybe he had an item that started the quest. Oh, these guys are shaman. Oh, don't have a heal. I think they're probably going to have a heal, aren't they? They are shaman, and they are aggressive, so they could probably heal themselves. This guy didn't do it. Let's drink a little bit of water. We have quite a bit. Yeah, see, there's a guy back here named Squealer. Maybe it's not a quest, though. Maybe there's no quest. I'm gonna kill him anyway. At this point, I'm kind of gonna hope that we can pull him out. Like, this shaman, we need to be able to pull him out. And we need to be able to kill him now. There we go, he's dead. Let's get that heal going on ourselves. That's gonna be useful. We also need to get some kind of spells going on this guy. Otherwise, we are not going to win this fight. Don't resist. Okay, we hit him with it. Let's hit him again. We'll heal next time. Okay, hey, I'll take the level. That's a good way to do it. Squealer's Belt. Squealer's Belt has 23 armor on it. I'll take it. We'll put on those boots because we don't have boots. We'll put on the cape because we don't have a cape. And, yeah. Let's see what's in the... Yeah, here we go. Dirt-stained map. See, this is not being marked by Questy, which is a little bit weird because usually it is. That's how I found it in the first place. We also got a staff upgrade here, which is nice. And the item that begins the quest. I guess there's nobody to read this, so we will read it. After carefully evaluating the map, you realize that you have discovered... What you've discovered are the plans made by the Bristleback War Chief for an extended siege on Camp Narash. Surely Chief Hawkwind could use this information. Okay. Now we can go take out the Chief. We also need one more battle boar flank, which I'm sure we'll get in due course. At least since we leveled, we have a little bit of a bigger mana pool. We can get a couple of Wraths off and still get a Moonfire off. That's pretty nice. That being said, with the bigger mana pool comes a slowdown to our natural refilling of our mana. This guy seems like he's probably going to be in the way a little bit. I'm looking at this 2-pull in here and I'm thinking like, well, this could be the first place we could die. We could die pretty easily here if we're not like super careful, so. Let's get all of our mana back. I think we focus the shaman down first, obviously, and pray that he doesn't heal. And that's really all we can do. This probably is not going to be line of sight, but I will use it and see if it is. Okay, it was line of sight, and the interesting thing is he did not aggro the boss, which I appreciate. Alright, we do need one more boar flank. Let's get that before we hearth out of here. Well, it would have been a good time to hearth out. We are going to get surrounded here. And then we're never going to be able to leave. We're pretty close to aggroing everything around us. If we get out of here, yeah, that was really lucky. Alright.
Peace, friend.
Most excellent. These ingredients will make a fine stew, and the loss of those boars should be a fair lesson to those vile bristlebacks.
Go in peace.
What brings you here?
Justice has been served on this day by your swift actions, adventurer. Let this deed serve as a warning to all who would threaten our home. You have earned this reward to help you on your sojourn, young adventurer.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
Well met.
You have passed the first test of the rights of the Earth Mother. The tribe will be proud. For you to continue with the rights of the Earth Mother, you must pass 2 more tests. It is time for you to broaden your experience, adventurer. Travel to Bloodhoof Village and seek out the chief, Bane Bloodhoof, son of Cairn. There you may continue your journey and earn the acceptance of the Elders of Thunderbluff. Take this totem to Bane. He will recognize my carvings and help you on your path. Follow the road out of Camp Narach and travel with haste. Do not stray, or you will lose your way.
I like how we can accept the quest, and they keep talking, and we seem like we can hear them even if we get distant from the NPC. So I actually really like that. That being said, we have one more quest to turn in.
Hail.
This is quite alarming indeed. But with this information, we can call on our brethren from Bloodhoof Village to help thwart the attack. You have saved the lives of many, Tauren, adventurer.
Be careful.
Alright, feels good. Let's go ahead and shed our inventory. Ooh, we are full. That bag really came in clutch.
Hail. Go in peace.
We're so close to getting level 6. So close. Let's travel to Bloodhoof Village and we'll fight some things on the way, and I'm sure that they'll have a trainer there for us. Unfortunately, I think, yeah, we have to go the long way, which has always been a little weird to me, but that is the way we have to go, so let's be on our way.
Adventurer, please, I beg of you. Can you help me? I have not finished my tasks here on the mesa. I'm in the middle of my rite of strength, and my father asked me to deliver these furs to the inn in Bloodhoof. I'm far from rested enough to complete both my rite and this task for my father. Would you mind going on for me? The inn is pleasant and a perfect place to rest during your long travels. I'm sure you'll agree once you see it.
This guy's level 6, which is 1 level above us. He resisted 3 effing wraths in a row. Is this how this is going to be? I feel like this is how it's going to be on this character until we get into our beast modes, which is a little ways away. You can't have an enemy resist you 3 times. Yeah, that was bad. Yikes. Okay. Let's just get ourselves a little bit closer to the town. I'd hate to die before even getting to Bloodhoof Village. We can find some things that are level 4 and 5, that'd be okay. Everything over here seems like it's level 6. Probably should have fought a little bit more and got that level back in the last area. Let's see if the wolves are as resilient to nature damage as the striders are. Oh, we hit once. That's a big difference. They're still beefy and our spells aren't doing a lot. At level 6 we're going to get the next rank of Wrath, so we'll be dealing a lot more damage. And we do need to learn leatherworking and skinning right away. We should be able to. There should be trainers for both professions here, I believe. If not, there will at least be a skinning trainer, and then we can learn leatherworking in Thunderbluff. I guess I don't need to ding by fighting. We're going to turn in the breadcrumb. That'll probably ding us. What I'm also kind of thinking about, like, these hardcore runs is that it feels like, for some reason, the Horde side of things is a little bit more forgiving than the Alliance side. I remember our first character was a shaman, an orc, and he got to, like, level 18 with me having, like, no practice playing in hardcore. He got pretty high up there. He got into Stone Tailing. And over on the Alliance side, man, we have trouble. We can't get a character all the way through Westfall. We can't get a character through Westfall. Something always kills us in Westfall. It's happened almost every time. Yeah, it's been bad. Oh good, we dinged by discovering the village.
Thank you for taking the time to speak to me, adventurer. I am Rule, warrior and teacher. You have obviously reached an age when you must prepare for your trials if you are to adventure much further out of Mulgore. If you wish a test of your strength, start by seeking out the Wind Fury Harpies to the southeast. They nestle along the mountain's edges away from the road. They are one of our natural enemies here in Mulgore, and will be a good gauge of your skill.
Alright, fair enough. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna find my trainer. Well, let's talk to Bane.
Oh.
Word from my good friend Chief Hawkwind. Oh, I can see by his carvings you're of a special breed.
Alright, we'll pick up his quest next time. For now, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping, get our Hearthstone set, and find our trainer. Got a quest in here.
You wish to
Welcome,
speak.
my sister. If you are here to train, then I would be delighted to train you. We are the preservers of the balance now and forever, as Cenarius has taught us. Never forget this.
So this is the gossip. I'm pretty sure this page refers to the gossip, so play once for quest NPCs. I do like hearing the quest NPCs initial... We could do it for all NPCs, but that would include vendors and stuff, and I feel like that would get a little tedious. But if it only plays once, then maybe not. Thorns, okay, that's good. Thorns sprout from a friendly target, causing 3 nature damage to attackers when hit, lasts 10 minutes. And Wrath rank 2 is what we really needed to get our DPS back where it should be. Let's grab your quest, because I might forget that you're in here.
The swoop is a cunning bird, and difficult to find and hunt. A collection of swoop quills is a badge of cleverness and determination for a hunter. If you are willing to take up this task, then enter the plains and hunt the swoop. Bring me their quills, and bring honor to your clan. The swoops may be found anywhere in Mulgore, but your eyes must be sharp to spot them, and your hooves must be quick to catch them.
I mean, this add-on is amazing because I'm sure this opens up, actually, like, it opens up the quest to so many people who were never going to read them, right? There were so many people who were never ever going to read the quest in this game. And it's a lot of reading. I understand it's a lot of reading, and there's sometimes there's not a big payoff, but when you could just listen to the NPCs say the dialogue, and like, it's an AI voice, but it's been sculpted in such a way that most of them sound pretty natural. If you listen really hard and you're trying to look for like improper cadence and stuff, it's there sometimes, but it is amazingly good for what it is. That's the surprising thing about it, is I thought it was going to be a lot more stilted, and I thought a lot of the voices were going to sound exactly the same, but they don't. They have different voices for a lot of the NPCs, and I'm really enjoying the add-on. I'm really curious to know what you guys think about it as well, so please do let me know how you feel about it. Does it maintain that level of immersion that you're looking for? I know a lot of you guys come to the channel just to turn something on to relax while you're playing by yourself, maybe while you're working or doing housework or even going to sleep. So let me know how those automated voices, how the add-on kind of... Does it work with that kind of vibe? Is it jarring? Would you rather I read the quest? Just give me whatever feedback you have, however you feel about it. I would love to hear from you.
Oh. As the wind on the plains, you are always welcome here.
See, he didn't read this part though. And I wonder why.
Ah, the furs I was expecting.
They don't read that interlude part.
Faster than I'd expected. They will make good blankets for
I guess there's not really a trigger that would make them, right?
Please feel free to stay as long as you like. My inn is always open and all of our people are welcome here. And don't underestimate a good night's rest. It can make a great difference while you're out traveling.
Winds be at your back.
Okay.
As
What
the wind on the
brings
plains,
you
you are
here?
always welcome here.
Let's set the Hearthstone. And yeah, guys, I think I am going to take a break here for today. The Druid's going to be an interesting run. I don't play a lot of Druid, so playing in hardcore is going to be quite a challenge, but we're going to have a lot of tools that should help us live. Thank you guys for being here and joining me today. I really do appreciate it. If you are into the Druid, if you're into the hardcore runs, consider subscribing to the channel, leave a like on the video. Both of those things would help me out immensely, and I would be very grateful. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves out in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.